Hi everybody and welcome to word problem 24, I believe. So, I kind of worked ahead a little bit just so I didn't have to draw this all out. Remember when you're doing the word problems with me, I'm off camera, sorry about that, kind of shifted my position. When you're doing word problems with me, that you can always stop the video, do it on your own whenever I'm talking, because I do tend to go pretty fast and I talk a lot. So don't be afraid. That's why you have the pause button too, so you can pause it whenever you need to, especially because right now I drew this out and you're going to need to take the time to do it yourself. So this is a redraw right problem again. So we're going to read it and then pull out some of the information and talk about it. So Carlos gets to class at 9:08 a.m. He has to write down homework and complete morning work before math begins at 9:30. How many minutes, I'm missing the word minutes, does Carlos have to complete his tasks before math begins? So I should have minutes here. Minutes, abbreviate it right there. Does he have before math begins? So Carlos gets to class at 9:08. He has to write down homework and complete morning work before math begins at 9:30. How many minutes does he have to finish his tasks? Now, if you notice, I started a timeline or a number line for my math problem. I started here. I went from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. And I did intervals of 5. So it should be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Oops, I don't have one for 60. So that shows an hour in length, because we know at 9 o'clock is when 9:08 is when he starts. But we want to know some intervals in between it. So 9 is when this is going to start, and 10 is when it's going to end for this number line. So if you notice, I only did by 5s. I'm going to add tick marks, or the little tiny lines in between as I go, just as a way, so I don't have to do so many, because we know that there are invisible lines in between these. So Carlos gets to class at 9:08. So this would be 5, 10. So this is 9 o'clock. So this is 9:05. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'd be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because I added lines in between. So this is 9:05, 9:06, 9:07, 9:08, 9:08 is what I'm looking for. So that dot right there, I'm plotting that dot. That is when he begins. I'm going to put a B by that. That's when he gets to school, or gets to class to start his work. Then we know that he has until 9:30. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This is when he has until. So this is math time. So he has to stop at 9:30. Plus he doesn't have to have any time to pick up either. Then we all know that takes us a few minutes. But, so we're going to jump in intervals. So you can do this a number of ways. I'm going to do 2 little hops, which are 2 little rocks. So this is going to be 1 little jump and 2 little jumps. So that's 1 jump, 2 jumps. So that's 2 minutes right there. Then I'm going to do this big, you can either go by 5s or 10s, however you want to, because if I'm counting this out right now. So I'm going to do a jump here. So this is 5 minutes. So I'm going to add those 2 together as I go. So I have 2 minutes. See if you can see it. 2 minutes plus 5. So that's 7. I'm going to write that on top of my hill. That's 7 minutes so far. Then another jump of 5. So that's another 5 minutes there. I'm going to add that to that 7. So 7 plus 5 is 12. Then another jump here. That's another 5 minutes. That's another 5 there. So that's 17 minutes. So I'm going to add that to it. Another jump here. So I'm going to have that. That's another 5 minutes. I'm not going to tell you the answer to this one. I'm going to let you figure it out together. So when we mapped it out, we did 2 little rocks, which are 2-minute jumps. And then we did 2 hills. The hills are bigger and they're curved, so you can write how many increments you're doing. I decided to do 5s. If you did 10s, that's okay too. It's not really big enough to do 5, 10, 15, 20. It's not really big enough to do a big 30-minute jump either. So I did it by 5s. If you find it easier to go by 10s, that's okay too. He did not work for 17 minutes, my friends. So see what he did work by. I just stopped there to see how long it took him. So comment on Google Classroom below on how many minutes it would take Carlos to finish his work, or how long he has to finish his work before he does his before he has to do math. So I hope you've enjoyed that lesson of the day. Remember, when we're doing elapsed time, and that's elapsed time means that we are moving between one, or how many minutes are between two different time frames. When we're moving in elapsed time, big mountains, big pointy mountains are an hour. Small hills are either 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes. I usually do 5, 10s, or 30s. And then the little hops are your rocks. So those are your 1-minute ones. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for today. Have a great day.